y'all doing tonight?
Yeah.
Harry told me their microphone wasn't working, so I'm just not even pretend to use that thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a few impressions for you before I get started. Like impressions? Want you to do some impressions? Makes funny voice and everything. Yeah. Here's my Stephen Hawking glasses right here. And I'm going to do for you now Stephen Hawking at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. I was so fucked up when I wrote the history of time. When I finally sobered up and read what I had written, I had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. These also double as my Woody Allen glasses. Mr. Allen, would you describe for the jury what these are?
Those are prescription lenses, much like the kind I wore in the early 90s.
In the early 90s? So are you asking this jury to believe, on the night in question, you were not wearing your prescription lenses when you mistook your daughter for your lawfully wedded wife? Is that what you're asking this jury to believe?
I'm asking the jury to believe that. Matter of fact, I'm begging the jury to believe that. I'm pleading with the jury to believe that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the front page of every third issue of The Guardian.
I've got one more for you here. Do you have any psychology fans? Psychology fans? Any Freudians? You want to see my impersonation of Sigmund Freud? Sigmund Freud?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the founding father of psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud. I'm not a fan of father. I've been called daddy by a lot of babies. How y'all doing? My name is Sigmund Freud. People say, Sigmund, what's your shit all about? See, I believe everything is about the pussy. Know what I'm saying? And I believe to get the pussy, you have to understand that motherfucker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I take y'all back. 1882, I'm living with this bitch in Austria, and she getting all up in my shit. She be like, you ain't doing no chores. You just sitting on your white ass writing about fucking your mama, because I'm the original motherfucker here. That's called a one day, baby. I couldn't take this shit up. I come on one day, the bitch be like, did you fuck the chambermaid? I'm like, bitch, even if I did fuck a chambermaid, that ain't what this shit's about. You hysterical, like, you on that sofa. I said, we gonna meet like this once a week, talk about what you a bitch for now, you gonna pay me, and I'm gonna fuck your ass. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. And now, the news. For BBC News, I'm Langston Hughes. Our top story, a homeless fire in North London has kept dozens homeless tonight in North London. The fire began this morning around 3 when a homeless person caught fire outside the Sainsbury's in Wood Green. Within minutes, other homeless people came by to warm their hands, only to catch fire themselves. By sunrise, almost 50% of North London's homeless were ablaze. Fire Chief Greco-Roman.
We're doing all we can to contain this fire. Unfortunately, I use a lot of cardboard, so they tend to be quite flammable.
Police and fire officials have ruled out the possibility of arson. Police Chief Art Deco. Now, a problem was somebody might be trying to cook something with a homeless person and just left the homeless person on. Fire and safety officials have advised if you're in the vicinity of the homeless fire, stay indoors, relax in bed, eat 3 square meals a day, take a nice hot bath. Social worker and community activist Phil Noir. Sometimes all you can really do in a situation like this is reflect on all the good things you have that others fortunately don't. I know in my case, when I see a homeless person on fire, I go home and I write a gratitude list. And right at the top of my gratitude list, I write, I am not on fire today. In the wake of the homeless fire, people are looking for someone or something to blame. The recently reformed Occupy movement say it might have something to do with this stuff right here.
Get a good look. This is the new thing in our city streets. Money. Street name cash. Kids as young as 11 years old are being paid off with this shit for doing chores. Some kids don't do anything. They get an allowance. First time's free. Kid gets hooked. Spends the rest of his life chasing this shit right here. Gets what's known in the streets as a job. Some get into the heavier shit like careers. We believe most of the money being manufactured in the UK comes from here. The Royal Mint, which itself is a division of this place, the Houses of Parliament, one of the largest criminal organizations in the country today. It is our job to overthrow this system, but first, some sneak previews.
Hey man, are we gonna have the most awesome spring break or what? Fuck yeah, man. I got my dad's car, and I got the brewskis.
Whoa, what's that smell? Oh yeah, my girlfriend gets a little jealous, so she makes me shit my pants before I leave the house. How are you gonna put up with that? It's cool, man. We talked about it last night. She opened up to me about her insecurities. I got vulnerable with her about my emotions. You did what? Come on, Todd. You never got vulnerable with a woman about your emotions before? Fuck, man, we gotta take care of that. Tijuana. This summer, these college buddies are taking the road trip of a lifetime. They're heading south of the border to get vulnerable with women. How much it cost? $200 if you want to talk about your emotions and an extra $50 if you want to cry. Give him the works, it's his first time. Go get her, stud. Thanks, stud. Anyway, my mother was really controlling and demanding. I never felt like she measured up to my expectations. It was a big disappointment. It's the feel-good comedy hit of the summer. I got the pina coladas. Whoa, wrong room. It's okay, Todd. We're just talking. Hey, man, I don't want to know. I'll leave you two at it. There you are. One for you, one for me. And my dad was really abusive, but more like emotionally abusive. He used to roll his eyes at me, made a terrible noise. He was a tough, hard-drinking Irishman. And he really resented the fact that I wanted to be a flamingo. I'll never forget the look he gave me when I came downstairs in my flamingo outfit. Jesus, butter and jelly. And what's the name of holy fecker you supposed to be? I'm a flamingo. A flamingo. No son of mine's gonna be a flamingo. Now you get upstairs and put on the parakeet outfit. I don't want to be a parakeet. Mother said I could be a flamingo. You got no mother. You got no sisters, aunts, grandmothers, or girl cousins. There's no such thing as women. We're a family of men. Irish men. We live in our own filth and we like it that way. Who's at the door? What do you want? Hello, I'm a woman. Just moved into the neighborhood. Be gone, Mirage, foul spectre of Satan. And you, put on the parakeet outfit. I don't want to be a parakeet. Mother said I could be a flamingo. You got no mother. Seamus, can I touch you in the kitchen? Well, since you're telling lads about there being no such thing as women, trying to exercise a little discipline. Well, I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it either. I'm not staying here with a flamingo for a son and a woman for a wife. I'm fecking off to London town. It were 10 years ago to the day. I've been living in London a long time, but I didn't think I'd last day one in London. London's a lot more liberal-like. The very first day in London, I found myself in a place called the Soho. West End. And I'm sitting in a club in the Soho, like, and next to me's a gay man. Next to him's another gay man. Two queers, a homo, a sissy, and a bender. I said, I don't think I belong here, thank you. And I got up to leave, but I got to the door, and the bender said something about Guinness. Well, that's what a word that reminded me of home, like, so I sat back down, had a bit of the old Guinness, and things was fine there for a while. Until as soon as you please, in walked in 4 more queers, 2 more homos, and another big bender. I said, now's the time I be leaving, thank you. And I got to the door, but the bender said something about cocaine. Well, never done the cocaine before, but I were always brought up to be open-minded and tolerant, like so. Sat myself back down, had a bit of the old cocaine with the lads, and things was fine for a while. Until as soon as you please, in walked in a great screaming bender in a glittery leotard, waving sparklers, saying, welcome to Gayland, ride the rainbow. I said, I was raised this way. And I got to the door, and the bender said something about a blowjob. Well, always fancy a nice wet tug on the old rope. Sat myself down, had a bit of an old blowjob. And I've been living in London ever since that day. Thank you very much.